today. It's so nice to see you. We're glad you dropped by their at-home program today. We've got some really interesting things to share with you and a most interesting guest. This young man, I would call him really an entrepreneur because I was so impressed reading about his business instinct that he has. Fernando Leon, who is the owner and operator of the Cozumel restaurants here in the Pittsburgh area, is our special guest today, and he's going to be cooking Mexican for us. He's preparing some things. Maybe one day we'll get to take the camera and go into the Cozumel restaurant kitchens. That would be interesting because I understand his father is quite a cook. But if you want to go someplace where there's great atmosphere and you just have a nice time, there's a happy place, then you're going to want to visit Cozumel. And we were just there recently, and sometimes the mariachi band comes in, and sometimes there's a trio there, and they're playing the music, and it just makes you feel good. Besides all of that, the food is unbelievable. Now, I know that there are a lot of Mexican restaurants around, but true Mexican food is different than what most people think. When you say Mexican, the first thing a lot of people think of is hot. Not necessarily so, because hot it can be in different stages and degrees of heat. And we're going to be talking with Fernando about that in just a little bit. And Mexican food does not have to be hot, but it sure is tasty, and there is a specific way that you make authentic Mexican food. Well, Fernando is going to be here. And this is going to be a good program. If you like Mexican food, if you enjoy the salsa and the chips, and I'll tell you, with everyone talking about keeping the fat intake low and getting off the potato chips and the corn chips and all of that, the chips that they make at Cozumel, they make them there, and they are almost totally greaseless. There's not a taste or a hint of grease on your fingers, and he's going to talk about that in just a little bit. And the salsa is so good, it's homemade, and it's a very light snack, and we need to be thinking in that realm. So today on At Home, we're going to be talking Mexican. Beautiful sriracha, isn't this gorgeous? This, when I look at things like this, I think a country that has this kind of color, this is the place I want to be. This is party time here. This is great. And they tell me that if you go to serenade someone, Fernando told me you have to have a sriracha on. So I'm not serenading, but we're going to be cooking here in a little bit. But this is beautiful. Stay with us now. We'll be right back right after the hint to get started with Cozumel and Fernando Leon. Stay with us. Here's today's at-home hint. Cook carrots and potatoes in the same pan and then mash them together. This makes the potatoes a light orange color and produces an entirely new flavor.
For updates, pictures, stories, and more, like us on Facebook. To watch hundreds of classic episodes, subscribe to us on YouTube. And to get hundreds of free recipes, visit ctvn.org/athome.
Well, welcome back, Fernando. I'm so glad you're here today.
Thank you.
I feel like I know you.
Thank you.
We have enjoyed your restaurant so much. We go to the one in Greensburg on Route 30. If I understand, there's another one.
There's another one in Shady Side.
Shady Side.
Right on Walnut Street.
Okay.
Yes.
And how long has that one been open?
It's been open for almost 2 years.
Really?
Yes.
You make good Mexican food.
Thank you.
And it's a family affair, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a family operation, yes.
Your mom's there. She's taking you to your seat. She's taking your money at the door, and your brothers are waiting on the tables. I love that. And Dad's in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, my dad is in the kitchen.
They told me he's back there cooking.
Yes.
That's
he
great.
likes to cook, so.
That's great. I love it when everybody gets into the act. And let me read this one, because this is his menu. Now, this is a small version. Look at this. There are, I would literally say hundreds of options here. Right here on the combination sheet, there's 30 options. Like, you could get a chalupa and a chili relleno.
Yes,
okay.
you said it right.
Did I say thank you? And an enchilada. There's variety here. There's appetizers. There's even a child's plate, different types of things for your children. And some of these, well, the ones that we've tasted, we have enjoyed everything. And they're not hot. What I said before?
Yes.
Why do people think Mexican food's so hot?
Well, it's a stereotype that, you know, the media, the magazines have created through the years.
And because of the jalapenos, probably,
yes,
right?
Yes.
That has a lot to do with
yes.
it. Because if you think jalapeno, you think it's hot. But there's ways that you don't have to put so much jalapeno, and so it isn't so hot.
Not really.
Yeah.
And there's a little trick that I want to show the people, how to get rid of the hotness of the jalapeno.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's get started. What are you going to make for us first?
Today we're going to make ceviche or tuna salad. Actually, ceviche is made in different ways. You can use shrimp, you can use fish, and the way the ceviche is made is you use the raw fish or the raw shrimp, and then you cook with lime. That's how the ceviche
really?
is. But
now,
today
what does
we're gonna.
ceviche mean? Salad?
Ceviche is like a fresh seafood salad.
Okay.
That's actually what it
That's
is,
what
with a
it
lot of
means.
fresh
Okay.
ingredients and stuff like that.
Oh, wait, did I understand you to say you use the raw and then the lime would cook it?
Yes, the lime. You have to let it sit for a while, maybe 45 minutes to 1 hour, to make sure that some people even do it with ground beef.
Really?
Ceviche with ground beef. But today we're going to use the
we're
tuna.
We're going to have tuna, okay.
Tuna, yeah.
All right,
What
now.
we're using here is tuna. And preferably use this in a water base instead of the oil base.
Use the oil.
Yeah, so.
Let me move this out so that the guys can take a picture of what you're doing here, okay?
Okay, we're gonna use this
Okay.
container over here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna pour this.
Now, how much tuna is that? Is that the big can or the
Yeah,
little
this
can?
is the big can. You can use your favorite brand or whatever, you know. Let's see. Now we have the.
And you use
the
a lot
lime.
of limes more than
Yes.
lemons.
Yeah, we don't have to cook this in a lot of lime because it's already
Cooked, sure.
cooked. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna squeeze this,
Smells good.
and then we're gonna put some salt, just a little bit. We're gonna keep adding, maybe one lime. That's
whole
all we're
lime,
gonna need.
yeah.
Yeah, the whole lime.
Now, if that had not been cooked, would you use more lime than just this
Oh
one?
yes, we probably
A
use
lot,
about
huh?
3 or 4 limes to really
cook it.
cook. Yes, but in this case we don't have to because it's already been cooked, and we don't have to do that. So what we're doing here, and then we stir with a spoon. Make sure that all the lime gets into the
Sure. Gets
the
into
tuna because it's very important, the lime flavor.
Sure.
You know. And next we're gonna add some cilantro.
And that's a good parsley, isn't it?
Yeah, this vegetable here is very important. It's not like parsley. It looks like parsley, but you know, it has a very, very unique flavor.
You just cut that, and boy, you could instantly
Yes,
smell it. It's
smell it.
pungent, isn't it? And you use a lot of that too, huh?
Yes, or you know, if some people are not too crazy about cilantro, they can
use as
you know,
much,
use
right?
a little bit. Yes. So we're gonna double cut it here.
Yeah, make it finer. You know, your wife told me, Lisa, she's a neat lady too, and you have 2 small children. Well, 1 9 and 1 3. But she told me you made a Mexican breakfast for her not long ago, and she told me that you did like something special. You roasted the peppers and you made the special
The
salsa.
chilaquiles, yes.
I mean, this man, I mean, this is not throw the sausage in the pan, get the bacon ready, and throw the eggs in. This man cooks for breakfast. That was wonderful. What a treat that was. And here you are running restaurants, and he's still willing to cook at home. Now, this is what I call a real husband who loves his wife.
Sometimes
Is it relaxing for
it's
you?
relaxing, and it's different to do something for breakfast.
That's right.
you
It's
know.
nice to do it for your family, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna put a little bit of onions here. Let's see, let's
Okay.
cut the top first.
Okay. That's the one that's like real strong, huh?
This is what I do. Instead of cutting it on the board,
Yeah.
we can just do this.
You keep turning it as you're cutting.
Just be careful, don't cut yourself.
Yeah. Boy, that would make a fine
A very
cut,
fine
doesn't
cut,
it?
yes.
That's really smart. Never saw
You're
anybody
gonna
do
see
that
the way you
before.
slice it.
Aha.
Just watch your fingers on the other side. Don't
That's very good.
cut your
Okay.
fingers. Keep doing it. It
Yeah.
depends how many onions you want.
Good idea. I'm going to try that one carefully.
Yes.
Carefully try.
Very careful.
This, I want to tell you, while he's doing that, this is what I like too. He says, not all Mexican food is hot. All of our dishes are meticulously prepared with an authentic yet mild flavor. For those who like it hot, we put a dish of hot sauce on the table. Let us introduce you to real Mexican food. And that's really the truth. I mean, that's exactly what it's all about. Okay, now we're chopping tomatoes.
Yeah,
And
well, I did the same thing with the tomato.
Okay.
And if you don't like too much tomato, you don't have to cut that much in there.
How did you get it started and get interested in foods?
My mother, she's a very good cook, and you know, she always teaches how to do things the different way, and you know, that's...
And do you bring some of the ingredients that you use in your restaurants from Mexico? Do you actually import some
most of the stuff?
Yeah.
Like jalapenos peppers have to be the Mexican brand and all that stuff. So that's...
And you have a certain kind of cheese.
Chihuahua cheese, very important.
Chihuahua cheese, it is so good. I mean, once you taste that, you don't want Longhorn or the other. You said you don't even have Longhorn in your restaurant, do you?
No.
No.
We don't have, we don't even know about cheddar cheese in Mexico, so we don't have it. We don't have...
So they have Chihuahua, and I'll tell you, it is so good. Wow, it's good.
Now we're going to put some avocado, and it's very important.
Yeah,
a lot of people that they don't know how to handle the avocado properly.
Right.
To get the bone out, you just kind of...
Okay, you pierce it with a knife.
With the knives.
Oh, and turn it, okay.
And turn it and get the
Pops it
avocado.
out.
Now I'm going to use another knife to make it real easy.
Okay. So you don't peel it or anything, right?
You can with a spoon, but in this way you already...
But it's a nice ripe one too, isn't it?
Yeah. You already cut in the pieces. You use your knife.
You squeeze it and scoop it out.
Just scoop it out.
Wow, that's great. You're making it so easy. Of course, I guess you developed this after doing it for so long, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And some more salt.
Put a little bit more salt. And then now...
Mix it up. Oh, it
Mix it up.
smells wonderful. What a nice combination of aromas here.
The cilantro really makes...
The parsley, yes.
Makes a big difference, Arlene, because that's a very consistent vegetable that gives a lot of flavor to a lot of the food, so that's...
It makes a nice color, too. That would be kind of drab if you didn't have that dark green in there, huh?
Yes.
Beautiful.
And for people that want to put, like, I'm not going to put jalapeno, but if they want to put jalapeno, they can put jalapeno
That
just
would
for
spice
flavor.
it up a little bit.
Spice it up a little bit.
Now, would this serve how many people?
They serve about 2 to 4 people.
2 to 4,
yes.
depending on if it was a main...
Yeah, it depends how hungry they are, too.
Yeah.
You know,
well, okay, so that's finished. And we're going to be back in just a minute with some more, and he's going to make guacamole for us. Right after this important message, we'll be back with Fernando.
Thank you.
If you love At Home with Arlene Williams, then subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have hundreds of episodes with all your favorite recipes, holidays, and friends.
Say hi to your fan club. Hi, fan club.
And don't forget to click the bell so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
Well, if you've just joined us, you've missed the first part of At Home today with my very special guest, Fernando Leon from the Cozumel restaurants here in the Pittsburgh area. This is good, authentic Mexican food. It's thoroughly enjoyable. Well, what are we going to make now?
Now we're going to make our famous guacamole.
Guacamole.
And we're going to use garlic.
Okay.
And avocados, and lime, cilantro, onions.
Okay.
So it's a... You can use
the same thing
the
with
same thing with this.
Okay.
Maybe I have a habit of doing this.
Well, it's probably it's just easier for you, so you do that. But you have to be very careful. That's the only thing.
Yeah, you have to be very careful here.
What's your favorite thing to cook or to make?
Probably eggs rancheros in the morning.
Oh,
that's
really?
What yes.
That's what's tastiest to you and enjoy the most, huh?
And my wife too. She really loves those.
Does she really like Mexican?
Yeah. I guess she gets tired of bacon and sausage in the morning, so she makes me cook those.
Well, I guess if my husband was a Mexican chef, I'd have him cooking eggs or any other time of the day that he wanted to. That would be great to have someone doing that for you so you don't get tired of the same old thing over and over and over. Okay.
Well, we did the avocado thing, like the people that don't know how to handle the bone.
Okay, before you do that, tell me, how do you know when an avocado is ripe? Because I've got stuck a lot of times on avocados.
Sure. Actually, what you do is feel the avocado. Make sure that it's
feel
kind of smushy and soft.
Okay, if it's hard, it's not
No, if it's hard, it's green.
What do you do with it when they're hard? How do you ripen them?
Well, I would suggest to foil it in newspaper and put it in a warm place.
And that ripens it then?
And that ripens.
How long?
Maybe 1 to 2 days.
1 to 2.
And
now,
keep checking on the...
Now this gives kind of like maybe a ripe cantaloupe. That's the feel that it has. You know, it's just a little bit giving. Because I really, honest, to be truthful with you, I never knew how to tell that. That's good to know because, boy, if you get one of them and they aren't ripe, it doesn't have...
It doesn't taste
right at all.
Taste right, yeah, that's the
No.
truth. Because to have the oil on the avocado is very important to
Right. Now
to
tell me,
make
what
things.
does guacamole, what does that literally mean in Mexican?
Guacamole is the Mayan word for green soup.
Green soup,
Green
really?
soup, actually, yeah.
And you told me something about the varieties. There's like over 1,000 different dishes that comes out of Mexico because of all the different 31 provinces or something, or sections?
Mexico has 31 states, and each state cook very differently, very traditionally, very unique. So
that's why there's such a variety of foods that people say, well, this is Mexican. You say, well, that doesn't taste like what I had before, but it's because it's from a different state?
yes.
Perhaps? Okay.
Like
Now,
the
what
northern
state are you
part,
from?
Jalisco.
Jalisco.
Guadalajara, Jalisco, yes.
Okay.
Actually, this dish that we're making here is typical from Michoacan, state of Michoacan.
Okay.
So that's
Michoacan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes
All right.
this.
Where is that in
I use
Mexico?
another-
Where is Michoacan? I just went like this because I don't...
Michoacan is in the central
Central
part
part?
of Mexico, yes.
Okay. Very good.
So be careful when you cut the avocados. And again, we're gonna use this knife.
Aha. Look at that. Oh, that's a pro right there. You know, that's good.
And then you use a spoon and get the pulp out.
Now, is it true that if you put this out as a dip, sometimes it starts to turn color? It gets
Like brown,
Yeah.
like black, yes.
But I heard if you keep that stone in there, is that true?
If you keep the bone, it won't turn like that.
Now
I
you
mean,
call it a
eventually, yeah.
Okay, it's a
Or
bone.
the seed.
Seed,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Eventually, it'll turn black, but not as fast as if you don't have it in
Ah.
there. So that's.
That's pretty interesting, huh?
So now we're gonna. Do we have a smasher? Yes.
Yes, right there, I think.
Yeah. Now we're gonna smash this
Smash it up.
in a very fine pulp.
And boy, that's why you know they'd have to be riper. You'd never get that smasher
Yes.
through an avocado like that.
Just smash it real fine until you come out with the pulp, and then you add your ingredients.
Okay. You know, I
This in
read,
here.
our Pittsburgh magazine did an article on you some time ago, and I was reading it with great interest because it was telling how that this young man got into business with your father and your uncle at a young age. And just, I mean, in America, this is truly the land of opportunity. Because here's a young man that was able to get into a business, make an investment. The investment paid off for you, enabled you to have some restaurants then, and you're just a young man.
And they keep me out of trouble too.
That's right. And that's an important, if you keep busy, you can't get in trouble, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Well, I know that your brothers, you know, they're waiters, the ones I have met are up in the Greensburg area.
Greensburg, yes.
And they're very pleasant, very nice. Your parents really did a great job on you boys because you're all very personable,
Thank
friendly.
you.
And your mom is. She's a gracious lady. And I'm sure your dad is too, even though I have not met him, but I'm sure he is too.
We would like to make people feel like they're in their casa, in their home, whenever
that's
they go and
neat.
eat. So.
That's neat.
And then we squeeze lime.
Okay.
Okay. That'll keep it from turning black
brown,
also,
okay.
yes. So that's,
That's important to do that then.
yes, we put,
You know, I love the smell of lime because it's so fresh.
it's so fresh,
Isn't it?
yes.
This and this together, oh, boy. Okay.
Let's not forget the salt.
Don't forget, you always salt with the lime, right?
Yes. And finally, we just put the cilantro again.
Okay.
Let's see, we have some cilantro here. Let's put it.
Chop it up finely. Very good. All the salsa at your restaurants, is that all homemade?
Yes, everything is
Everything
homemade.
is homemade.
Yeah, we like to keep, that's why we said authentic, because we make everything on the premises.
Sure.
And we cook on a daily basis. So there's our cilantro. If you want to put jalapenos, I know a lot of people are afraid of this, but there's a little tip. If you want to get the heart out of the jalapeno, you wash them and take the seeds out and wash them with water. Just be careful after you wash them. Wash your hands with soap so that way if you touch your eye or
Yeah.
something, don't get...
Yeah, because a lot of people that's happened to.
Yes.
And they don't even realize it.
Yes.
So if you rinse them underwater and wash them off, take the seeds out, peel them real good, then they don't have as much heat to them, right?
No, because what is hot is the oil and
and you're washing that off so
yes.
that's gone. Great.
So that's it, pretty much.
Okay, we mix that up then, is that right?
Yes. Now we're gonna mix all this up.
Okay.
We're probably
That
gonna
was
add a
easy.
little salt.
Okay. A little bit more. Now you didn't make that like real smooth when you were mashing it. There's some chunks of
Some
avocado
chunks.
in it, which
Yeah,
makes it tasty.
that's the
Sure.
traditional about this this guacamole. So.
Okay. Smells delicious. Now you serve that with tortilla chips, or what do
You
you do?
can heat up safflower tortilla chips, and you know just
dip
put
it
a
like you
taco.
dip?
Yeah, or use
right.
crackers, whatever you. Or in a sandwich, a lot of people make guacamole sandwich.
Guacamole sandwich.
So it's pretty much it.
Well, they can't be
There's
any
the
easier.
guacamole.
You make it look so easy. Okay, we're going to tell you how you can get today's recipes and all the information about the Cozumel restaurants. And here's how you can do that. Stay close and pay good close attention. We'll be right back.
To get all the recipes from today's show, plus hundreds of others, just click the link in the video description or visit our website, ctvn.org/at-home.
Well, we're back here at the table on the at-home program today, and we have added Lisa, who is Fernando's wonderful wife. Nice to have you here, Lisa. And did you enjoy yourself?
Oh yes, very much.
You're right at home in anybody's kitchen, I can tell, as long as he's got the guacamole making it and cutting up the cilantro. Now we want to tell the folks what we've made again. Explain again in the first dish.
This is tuna salad, or you can call it ceviche with tuna. Yes.
Okay.
And this is guacamole.
Guacamole.
Yes.
And you dip your chips into the guacamole or crackers or whatever. Now, I told you before about the chips there. They make these homemade at their restaurants. There is no grease, there's no oil. They are as flaky and crisp and delicious and really light. Sometimes you get a tortilla and it feels like it's so heavy that you eat a couple of pieces and you're full. But these are very light, and the salsa they make every day in the restaurants is so good, it doesn't burn your tongue off. It just has a nice little bite to it. And that's what I like about this. That's what I like about your restaurants, and I can't say enough about them. Fernando, I thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And maybe sometime, can we bring the cameras to your kitchen?
Sure, anytime.
Could we?
Anytime.
And then he'll make some stuff with Chihuahua cheese.
Yes.
Because you have to see what that is. It's nothing like you've ever seen before. Just wanted to read one little thing that's on the front of the menu. It says, Cozumel is an island located in the Mexican Caribbean off the coast of Cancun, Mexico. Cozumel is known for its beautiful scenery, snorkeling, and scuba diving. Sounds like someplace you like to visit, right? Well, if you can't get to Mexico, you've got to go to Cozumel restaurants because it's a pleasant experience every time you're there. There's such a variety of foods, a really full menu, and most of all, it's a happy atmosphere and a homey atmosphere, very family-oriented. And think about having some friends over, and why not make some guacamole? Or how about a nice tuna salad? Do it a little bit different. Put that lime juice in it. That makes it taste good. And Fernando, you were telling me that lime will cut the flavor of onions on your breath if you put the lime juice on the onions.
Limes, yes.
Never knew that. There's something to remember. So be sure to join us the next time, because without you being right there, it just wouldn't be the same without you here at home. We'll see you then.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home. Thank you for watching.
Fresh produce provided by Jordan Banana, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Dravosburg, Pennsylvania. Appliances provided by Decor Distinctive Appliances, a reflection of your good taste. Groceries provided by Foodland, where the answer is always yes. Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.